Hello everyone. Now we are going to discuss the judgment of Vishakha versus State of Rajasthan, which is very important judgment for the protection of women from sexual harassment at the workplaces, and the facts of the cases are as follows. There was the gang rape of a social worker in Rajasthan in 1992. She was a worker employed in Women's Development Project of the Rajasthan government. Then the five NGOs together form a group called Vishaka and filed a petition in Supreme Court for issuing the directions for the protection of women at the workplaces. Now, the important aspect of the judgment of Vishakha was the CEDAW. CEDAW means Convention on the Elimination of All Forms of Discrimination Against the Women, and this CEDAW has played very important role to interpret the various articles of the Constitution such as Article 21 and Article 14. So, the guidelines issued in this judgment were to be strictly followed by the public as well as the private organizations, as well as they were binding and enforceable by law, that is the Article 141 of the Constitution as given by the Supreme Court. So, the first guideline was the employer and or other responsible people in the workplace are duty bound to prevent or deter sexual harassment and set up process to resolve, settle or prosecute in such cases. The second was, for the first time in India, sexual harassment was defined authoritatively. The Supreme Court has stated that it includes such unwelcome sexually determined or behavior such as physical context and advances, a demand, a request for sexual favor, sexually colored remarks, showing pornography, and any other unwelcome physical, verbal, or non-verbal conduct of sexual nature. And the third guidelines issued by the Supreme Court was, all the employers or person in charge of workplace must strive to prevent sexual harassment, and if any acts amount to specific offense under Indian Penal Code or any other law, they must take appropriate action to punish the guilty. The fourth guideline was, even if the act not considered legal offense or a breach of service rules, the employer should create appropriate mechanisms so that the complaint is addressed and redressed in a time-bound manner. So it is time-bound upon the employer. Now, the complaint mechanism must, if necessary, provide a complaint committee, a special counselor, or other support service such as assuring confidentiality. The complaints committee should be headed by a woman, and at least half its members must be women. Also, to preempt any undue pressure from senior levels, the complaint committee must involve third parties such as NGO familiar with the challenges of sexual harassment. Now, the sixth is, the employer must sensitize the female employees for their rights and prominently notify the court's guidelines. The seventh guideline was, even if the third party is responsible for sexual harassment, the employer must take all steps necessary to support the victim. The eighth guideline was, the central and state government should adopt suitable measures to ensure that private sector employees implement these guidelines. Thank you so much friends for watching my video. If there is any suggestion from your side, please comment in comment box, and please like my video and please share it to your friends so that they can subscribe my channel and gain some of knowledge. Thank you so much friends. Have a good day.